Welcome back to another video, and in this video we'll be sorting those bits out on the rear that I wasn't happy about, which we spoke about in the previous video. Obviously, as I said, there's a few bits that I'm not quite happy with, which I will sort out, especially underneath those rear arms, that rear anti-roll bar, a little bit crusty. About the rear anti-roll bar and those lower arms. So let's see what parts we've got to sort them out with. So as you can see, I've actually had a nice clear out in the workshop. We've done quite a few dump runs to get it how it is now. So a lot more sort of space, but unfortunately that still hasn't been sorted out because the guy that was supposed to come to remove that and put a big single door in there so we could get a car in here never showed up. Typical. So if someone can do that, let me know, email me, contact me, any way you can do it. If you can get rid of this post here and then just give us a nice like 3 meter wide door, because it would be nice to actually use some of this space. Anyway, onto the TTRS parts. So this is the TTRS parts here, apart from that. So had an amp adjuster because the bracket looked really crusty, so I put a new one of those on. 2 new rear arms with new bolts. There's the other one there. .034 Motorsport rear arm. The reason I went for the .034 Motorsport arm, it was quite expensive, but it was the only one I could find in black, and also it is a decent bar. So with winter coming and having multiple cars and they're not getting everyday use, the batteries are going to be taking a kick in, because as we all know, batteries don't really like to be out in the cold. But we can check the condition of our batteries with this, the KINGBOLEN battery analyzer BM520. Let's go and check the battery on the RS. I like that it comes in this handy hard case. I think that's a plus, and it's able to analyse 6 volt, 12 volt and 24 volt. 3 different types of batteries suitable for cars, trucks, golf carts, motorcycles, electric vehicles, lawnmowers and other common models and equipment. So now if you have a bad battery, you will get this displayed once you do the quick test. It's telling you quite clearly that you need to replace the battery, but with the RS we know the battery's good and it comes up as good, so that's a right result. It can also carry out a cold cranking test, so we'll be doing that now in the RS, and let's see what happens. So now it's testing away, we can see that everything's absolutely normal, which is good. The low frequency constant current test does not damage the battery, with waveform monitoring, real-time monitoring of battery conditions to help you better understand of the current voltage fluctuations. It supports a varied of battery standards around the world, can test almost all car startups, lead acid batteries. It has a wide range of applications, equipped with a multimeter simulation function to measure battery condition with quick solution detected. It is equipped with regardless of polarity technology, which ensures the user is still able to analyse the battery status with their alligator clips on the wrong way round. So if you don't want to get stranded this winter or any time of the year really, make sure you get one of these. Links in the description, because you don't want to go out in the morning and your battery is no good. So at least with one of these, you'll make sure that doesn't happen and you don't get stranded. Right, back to the video. I've got some other bits here which we'll come to in a later video. So I want to speak to you about something else as well. Remember I spoke about I got a new thermostat because the temperature wasn't quite getting to where I wanted to get to. Well, it was getting there, it was just taking a very, very long time, and I'm talking 15-20 miles to get up to temperature. And after doing a bit of research, because that thermostat is an absolute pain to change, I changed this. And this is another little thermostat that sits above the gearbox on the DSG. Here's a picture of it here. So I changed that and it does seem to have sorted the problem. But we do have the main thermostat, so in the future if we do need to change that, or the problem does come back, we will just swap that out. But so far, changing this pipe with this built-in thermostat has sorted the problem out. So the car is all now up in the air. Lube this up for the rear anti-roll bar. This up for the anti-roll bar. The one above as well. Like that. And then we need to, on the arms, let's get you a better view. So there's the arm. So we need to give the nut a bit of penetration, and then on this side as well, give that a bit of stuff as well, and just do exactly the same to the other side. Alright, so while that's soaking in, let's get the back wheels off. So give us a better look. I might paint these black, give these a fresh coat while this is all off. But an important bit is this. So this is your adjustment. So we want to try and get it. So we will be getting this tracked anyway, but we want to be able to get it as good as possible. Let's give it a better mark. So I would say that that is nowhere near that. Let's give that, there we go, that's better. So we know that that points down to that. So we'll do the same for the other one, which is slightly different. That one's to that one. Right, so let's see what we need now to get these arms off. So this top bolt is 18mm.
This nut and bolt is also 18mm.
Taking the arms down has actually been a result, because now we can actually get to the rear anti-roll bar fixings a lot easier with the arms down. And that's one down.
So with the arms moved from the car, it's time to get the new ones ready, and one of them I need to put a headlamp bracket on it for the headlight adjuster. I just bought a cheap one off Amazon as they were over £100 for an original one, and I literally just wanted it for the bracket. So I do have the spare cheap sensor, but I am planning on using the original. As you can see, it's all fitted on now, nuts and bolts straight through to fit it on with some lock nuts on it. They ain't going to go nowhere. Happy days. So it's time to have a quick look at the 034 rear anti-roll bar. Does look like a good bit of kit, and it even came with 3 little bag of Haribo. Happy days. Let's now remove the old anti-roll bar from the rear drop links, which is an M6 triple square, also known as a multi-spline, and an 18mm spanner. And then we move on to the M10 triple squares holding the anti-roll bar onto the rear subframe. With them all removed, we can now get ready to pull the anti-roll bar out from the car, which is literally just pull it out from the side. So with the new bar now slid into place, let's now fix it to the car with the hardware it's all supplied, and we'll be torquing it down to the subframe, which it states as 15 foot-pounds, which is 20 newton meters, and to the drop links it states 30 foot-pounds, which is 40 newton meters. So with that all torqued down, that's the bar all fitted.
Right, let's fit the lower arms. So I fitted that bolt in first. So now I'm just gonna get this bolt ready to go into here. But we also need to get the spring in place, which has got its locating nog in here and a hole in here. Pop that in there. So it all sits in there nice. There we go. Push that in there like that. Find the bolt that we just lost, which is here. Have to put this here, and we've got to remember we need to line that up with that, so we'll have to look at our picture and see what that is. So let me go, just going to go and get a little mallet just to smack that in. A few little friendly taps and she is in. Right, you have this one here, you see it's got this little lug bit, and in this bolt it will also have that lug bit. Damn, that looks so much better under there. Right. So that. Went like that. So now I've lined that where the original marking was, so I need to just lock this nut down now. So I'm going to hold that one in place and just turn this one. So these M1s, they were 90 newton meters and then 90 degrees.
I think you can agree that's looking a lot better with those nice new arms and that 034 Motorsport rear anti-roll bar, and just a little clean up around the rest of it. It's looking pretty fresh under there, and I'm quite pleased with how that's come out. That's another job done.
Right, looks like I've got a lot of tidying up to do. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.